Hey everybody, welcome back to another video today. In today's video, I'm going to explain to you guys why I think that Cole Custer should go back down to the Xfinity series, and I'll tell you why. Now, let's look at his Cup career right now. He's on his third season with Stewart-Haas Racing, and I know that Stewart-Haas Racing has been down ever since 2021. They only got 2 wins in 2 seasons thus far. At the time of this recording, one in 2021, the only lone victory with Eric Alderoma at New Hampshire, and earlier this year at Phoenix with Chase Briscoe. That might also be the lone victory of the whole entire season. So my thing is that at least Eric Alderoma, Kevin Harvick, and Chase Briscoe are making the most out of what they've been given. On the other hand, Cole Custer is putt-putting around 15th basically every weekend. Yes, he does have good runs, but every time he has good runs, just like Danica Patrick, something stupid would happen and he would get involved in a crash, and it took him almost 40 races to score another top 10. Hell, he's not even scored a top 5 in 2 years, and guess when that last top 5 came at? It came at Kentucky when he won that race with an impressive 4-wide pass on the high side, beating guys like Kevin Harvick, Ryan Blaney, and Martin Truex Jr. as a rookie. So if he turns out to be a one-win wonder, that has to be the most impressive win ever, outside of Trevor Bayne's win at the Daytona 500, Regan Smith's, well, technically he's a two-time winner. Paul Menard, who else? Casey Mears, I don't know, but you'd have to be probably the greatest one-win wonder in NASCAR history. But my thing is that if Custer didn't win that Kentucky race, I bet he would have been out of Stewart-Haas Racing by now because of the lack of performance. And even that season, 2020, he was nowhere close in the chase picture. He was in like outside the top 20 in points. So, and that time, Stewart-Haas Racing was still decent. It was still good. Kevin Harvick won 9 races that year. But here's my thing. Cole Custer has shown promise in Xfinity. Yes, I know. It's a downgrade from the Cup Series, and there's not as good competition, but come on, dude. Custer was so good in 2019. Like, he almost won the championship that year. Just a second or two off of Tyler Reddick, who won the title that year. And this year, he won an Xfinity race at Auto Club with SS Greenlight Racing. So you're questioning me, like, why should he go to Xfinity? Well, this is another case of a driver helping a small team build up from the grassroots, from the bottom of the bottom, and help them become one of the most popular, successful teams in the series. We've seen it with Todd Bodine and Trucks with Germain Racing. We've seen it in Cup with Martin Truex Jr. with Furniture Racing. Both those guys, Todd Bodine and Martin Truex Jr., got a championship for the organizations. Sure, Germain Racing's Cup and Xfinity program didn't work out, but they're at least a NASCAR champion. The program is at least a NASCAR champion. At least Bob Germain can walk away from NASCAR knowing that. So yeah, so this is why I think Cole Custer should go back down to Xfinity. Now, there's been talk about Kyle Busch going to SHR. I'm like, what am I talking about? But there's been talks and rumors of him going to the 41 car. Now, people are saying that Kyle Busch has a sponsor lining up, but isn't that the same sponsor that basically bowed on him before, like a couple months ago? I don't know. The odds of Kyle staying at that ride is very against him. And even when Joe Gibbs tried to talk to him, Kyle Busch just ignored him and ignored him and ignored him. So, if anything, he should be considering himself grateful for still being with that ride, and being thankful that Joe Gibbs was patient with him, because he could have just fired him right there, for just ignoring his boss. But since Kyle Busch could go to the 41 car. If he does, Cole Custer can go back down to Xfinity. Now, I heard people saying that he could go to Rick Ware Racing, but are you serious, dude? Like, no offense to Rick Ware Racing, but Custer would perform worse in Cup. He needs to go back down to Series and rebuild himself. He needs to do that, in my honest opinion. And you see the results with SS Greenlight Racing. He won a race for them. After years-long progress trying to find success, a very small Xfinity team that has Joe Graff Jr. Probably as their primary driver just gave up on Gray Galding and Ray Black Jr., two guys who actually had light for the team and actually showed some future stuff for the team, but they got rid of them for Gray Galding and David Starr. So David Starr is a truck driver, not really an Xfinity driver, so nothing personal against both those drivers, but still. Cole Custer, if he can go to the 07 car full-time next year, I bet you he will be so in contention for the championship. Like, seriously. I'm pretty sure if he goes down to Xfinity, we'll see the results compared to his Cup stats. We'll see him winning all these races like he did in 2019. And this is an SHR aligned team, by the way. So, my honest opinion is that really, for real, that's Gene Haas. I know he controls Cole Custer, but if you had to make the right choice between him or Kyle Busch, get Kyle. At least he has talent and can race up there. He can help your organization build up again and make it a championship worthy again. Since Eric Almirola is not really that good like he was in 2020 and 2019. Like 2020 was a very consistent year for Almirola. Chase Briscoe was all right, and then you got an aging Kevin Harvick who might miss the chase, and his fans might have to experience the same pain that we Jimmy Johnson fans felt twice in 2019 and 2020. Those two miserable, god-awful seasons. Jesus Christ, I hate them. But my point is that Cole Custer will, if Bobby Daughter, I think that's his name, if he does sign up Cole, he will do super good for the team in 2022, and he'll help build them into a championship organization team. Now, if Custer decides to stay in Cup even longer than he has, I don't know, but I think it might hurt his future in the Cup Series even more, because look, like, this is the same thing that happened with JJ Yaley, honestly. Not saying that he's going to go down the same path JJ went on, but still. Although, to JJ's credit, he was rushed in the Cup Series way too soon. Joe Gibbs just thought automatically that JJ could just replace Bobby Labonte just like that. But it didn't happen, and he's so surprised about it. I don't know, but I get that he saw like potential in JJ because he had the same results Tony Stewart had in USAC and dirt midgets and stuff, but still, man. So that's just my honest take about this. This is my honest, bold take that Cole Custer will go back down to Xfinity, and this should happen. This should happen, honestly. Like, honestly, he's not really a Cup driver right now. He needs to get back down in Xfinity and rebuild his confidence and stuff so he can go up there, run in the top 10 consistently in the Cup Series later on in the future and get better. So, yeah, that's my video. That's my honest take, and I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. This is a very bold take, but if Kyle Busch does leave Joe Gibbs Racing, because we all know that Ryan Preece is going over to Stewart Haas, and he could replace Eric Almirola, but my thing is, if Eric Almirola does not decide to retire, where will Ryan Preece go? And if Kyle Busch doesn't get the 41 car, where will he go? But you know, the biggest person to go to pick on and kick them out of the ride, and that's Cole Custer. So seriously, Either way, regardless if Ryan Preece gets that 41 car ride due to Eric Almirola not retiring or anything like that, Cole Custer really needs to go back down to Xfinity because he does not want to be on an even more subpar team than Storehouse Racing is right now. Like, seriously, no offense to Rick Ware Racing, they're starting to become, I guess you could say, a better team because they got more decent finishes than they've had the last couple seasons, but still. Hell, Cody Ware got three top 20s, and 2 of them came on non-super speedways, so that should tell you a lot right there. He nearly got one at Atlanta in the first race, but wrecked out, because of course. So yeah, like I said, leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Man, this video has been going on for 11 minutes. Anyways, ironic that the number is 11, just like Denny Hamlin's number, who was DNQ'd at that race. Okay, Pocono. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace out.